This man is going viral for doing the Man of the Year trend on TikTok, but only it was about his girlfriend that he caught cheating on him. So you guys may have seen the Let's Hear It for the Man of the Year trend where women are talking about how bad men are or their boyfriends or their husbands have been to them. Well, this man posted this screenshot that his girlfriend texted him saying, "That's not fair. I was that, and my mouth was already too full to tell them to chill out." Now, after doing a little more research, I now know what her mouth being too full actually means. This man said that he was at a party and he saw his girlfriend walk upstairs with two other men and ended up going to the room a little while later to find her engaged in some activities. Now, this has quickly had women say that this man's girlfriend was actually being SA'd while she was not able to say no, but that was quickly refuted by the man. Not only does he have this screenshot right here where she says that this is why she ended their relationship, he also took a voice recording of their phone call where she admitted to doing this voluntarily and not being taken advantage of. And I'm going to play it for you guys right here, and you let me know, do you think he was right to be upset?
I mean, honestly, I shouldn't have done it, but I also put myself in that situation and I consented, so it's nothing that
And I want to go ahead and give credit to this content creator who pretty much broke this story down. His name is TT Ivan G TV, if I'm saying his name correct, but I will leave the link down below in the description. But for the most part, guys, this is wild. Of course, we have another situation where a woman is trying to lie on other men because they can't take accountability. The fact that you can walk upstairs and they fight, and I guess homie done walked in on old girl getting slammed by two dudes at one time. This is wild. And then she said my mouth was too full. Yo, listen, my mouth was too full. That's wild. Pause. But that's wild. And women seem to never face any consequences when they do stuff like this. They can sit here and dang near destroy people's lives and get to walk off scot-free. They get to walk off scot-free. They never go to jail. They get to go back to their regular lives. It was just an inconvenience. Oh, well, you know what? Now I got to go to court. I still got to testify. Oh, I done lost. Okay, oh, well. When you look at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, what happened if Johnny Depp was convicted? Would he have not gone to jail? But we found out that sis was lying. The chick was lying and she didn't go to jail. And then I believe she ended up getting into a whole nother role, a whole nother Aquaman role. They end up recasting her. They end up casting her again. It's like, what in the world are we doing? Like they just throwing the hypocrisy right in your face. Just throwing it right in your face. And I honestly think the dude, like this would have been a better strategy. If it was me, I would have been like, okay, you said that was grape or whatever. I probably would have went through with it and said, hey, well, you need to go ahead and file a police report, all of that extra stuff. Then just to go in court and pull out the text receipts that, nah, this chick is out here lying. Nah, I got receipts. She even said she consented to it. But then again, it's like, why do you even want to get it that far? Just because it's going to end up hurting the guys anyway. But, you know, just me thinking, I'm like, man, that would be a good get back. That would be a good get back. Let's really put this woman out there. Oh, the type of person that she is, because this is ridiculous. But I guess what he did was good enough. Let's read these comments. Somebody says they always say it's SA at their convenience. That's it. But yet they swear up and down that, oh, well, we have it hard, that they keeping us down, the men keeping us down, the men are not allowing us to be able to progress in life. And that's not the case. When that's not the case, you want to be treated equal, but then you will sit over here and try to avoid accountability by throwing other men under the bus and lying on them. Ridiculous. But then somebody else responds and says the people defending the girl and saying that it was SA are actually disrespecting the real victims of SA. Then somebody else responds and says 100 girls versus raw truth and accountability. I'm gonna add that in there for you. Then 26 hours responds and says, yes, using SA to justify cheating, making SA victims less credible. Furthermore, thank you. Then somebody else responds and says, every day I'm reminded of why I stay single, man. I mean, it's like, this is sad, man. This is sad because the courts see this, the government see this, and they won't do a darn thing. Then somebody else responds and says, too full is crazy. Yeah, that was wild. Then Jack Joss says, mouth was too full to tell them to chill. Nah, sorry, I can't read something like that. I'm airing it out at that point, that would snap most people's sanity in half because it's such a backhanded apology with zero respect to you as a person. She feels not a drop of remorse. Yeah, and these are the women that are walking around today. These are the women that are walking around today. Then It's Blair responds and says, well, glad he exposed her and hopefully he'll find a better one. But to most of the women on her side, do better, please. Then the last person goes on to say, false SA accusations should be 10 to life in prison. That ish ruined lives and even hurts the real victim. So, and listen, guys, you got guys who are actually saying something about the real victims. Hey, man, well, you know, this is really going to mess up the credibility of the real victims, right? So we focus on women in this society, but they swear up and down we don't. They swear up and down we don't, but they can never prove it. But moving on to the next video. Take this one with a grain of salt because we have a situation where a guy and his girlfriend, I guess they are at his girlfriend's function. I guess they're having a little party, get together, who knows, right? But, you know, of course, we already know how we get down in the Black community. You already know how we get down, man, in just tradition, right? Just tradition, just being a traditional woman. You're going to go make your man's a plate, period. You're going to make your man's a plate. But in this situation, I guess the girlfriend's aunties were upset. The mother was upset, saying, man, look, ho. Why can't he make his own plate? Why you got to make his plate? Well, I mean, hey, maybe that's just how our relationship is. Or we're doing it the traditional way. She gonna make my plate.
What's wrong with his plate? Because he can't fix his own plate?
Worry about you, man.
Hey, don't be going doing that with my sister. You be going on, my guy.
Oh, I don't even know this lady. She
my
already doing
guy.
all
You
that.
can
I
get
don't
up out
know.
of here, my guy. You can go on, my guy.
Make
Go
me
back
pay.
to the streets.
Please. Like that.
So I told you these folks don't really mess with me like that, bro.
Okay,
That's
you
why I
need
ain't
to
want
go
to come
on.
in anyways.
Go
Why are
on.
you acting like that?
Go on.
I don't know these folks, bro. I don't do that, bro.
Well, don't start. Let him go.
Yeah.
He ain't
Hey, come on, let's ride. You gonna leave me here?
Look how you doing my
Say less,
family.
my dude. Say less. All right. Bye.
Now, like I said, outside looking in is funny. But I can understand them. I definitely take a stance because it's like, yo, man, look, she wants to make my food. Why can't she make it? What's the issue? But these are probably women who are single mothers. But as I stated before, take it with a grain of salt because his name is Sleeve So Funny. And you go on his TikTok, man, he got a lot of skits. So this could be one of them. But I mean, it still holds true that you do have women who do get upset because other women take it upon themselves to make their man some food. Some women really don't believe in that. Some women do not believe in going ahead and making a man's plate. Why? I don't know. You gotta ask them, right? You gotta ask them. I can only attribute it to they don't want to be traditional women. Feel that, oh well, you know, I'm my own person. I'm my own woman. You got 2 legs, you got 2 feet, but I gotta sit here and protect you, right? That should go without saying. So why can't you just make my plate? That should go without saying. So someone in the comments says, real woman would have got on her for not fixing the plate. Don't add me. And that's just a fact. I mean, as you can see, this dude got 14,000 likes, bro. 14,000 likes, man, because that's just what you're supposed to do. Traditional women are real women. Not this new age, not these new age women where they believe they can be independent and submissive at the same time, or these same women, man, who want to be like city girls, these same women who want to be just all over the place, like the pretty much the same sisters we do a bunch of videos on. Easy Hunter responds and says, single women keep women single. Then somebody else responds and says, woman, worry about your man is top tier YN etiquette. Then somebody else responds and says, all I hear is single woman complaining because they don't got no one to make a plate for. Oof, killed them. Then Chris Bird responds and says, auntie and them sound about 35 years single. Ooh. Then somebody else responds and says, a guest should always feel welcomed in your home. Then I think this is Cash Leon. He responds and says, family got to stay out of relationship business for real. Then Y-Rax responds and says, don't the girl pose to fix the plate, or am I tripping? Then Jimmy Glow responds and says, I think the way her people responded was 1000% normal. He was way out of line with his response. A smile and a no ma'am, I just love it when she makes my plate for me would have gone way smoother than the way he responded. But then again, it's like, once again, they should not be responding that way in the first place. And this is why I said a lot of this stuff is passed down. A lot of this disrespect, a lot of the way women think today is just passed down because their mothers were the exact same way. That's all they're doing. I say they're just passing down a curse. They're just passing down a curse. This woman's going to take bad habits from her mother, her aunties. This is why you have to be around women who are married, women who've had successful relationships, women who want to be a traditional sister, a traditional lady in general. But here in America, you really don't get much of that, man. But I mean, hey, these are the pool of women we got to pick from. You got to do your best to pick the right one. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.